Alright. Excuse my messy hair. Day in the life of a mom. I just realized that it's Friday and tomorrow's Saturday. And I'm trying to get my diamond painting done for this Saturday because Wednesday is the anniversary of her son's death. And so I want to give it to her before the anniversary because I won't be able to see her on the anniversary. Due to my truck still being down. And, so we can get there you go. I'm not quite finished. I'm almost finished. I might do a video later on tonight, but it's going to be a quiet video where I don't talk at all because, along the lines of my family will be home, and I'm not comfortable yet doing this, especially like in front of my family, so they don't really, well, my boyfriend knows. My mom doesn't really know, but I mean, she's not, sorry, okay. You might hear my daughter wake up. But I figured I would show you guys the almost finished product. Excuse me. I'm very sorry. Like I said, please ignore my messy whatever today, because I was just trying to get this done so that I have it and it's over. This one has kicked my butt, like no lie, it has kicked my butt. But I'll show you. Almost. Sorry. It's amazing to me how it's come together because you can really see like the detailing. Like if you're looking at it while doing it, excuse me. If you're looking at it while doing it, it looks really weird. But when you actually like stop and take a step back, you can actually realize the detail that's in it, and it's really kind of scary. Due to the fact that he's no longer with us, it's very scary watching it come together. I only have that one little. Sorry, excuse my chair too. I'll get a new one when we get the new house. But I only got this little piece right here, and that's only sky. It's nothing else. Make sure I get that all right. Yeah. It's only the sky that I have left, and that thing is really, really heavy, and I still have like that little section to do, and it's really heavy. I'm gonna look into measuring it tonight and seeing maybe if my boyfriend and I can go out and find something to put it on or put it in. Hopefully we can find something because I really, really, really want to get this to her for Mother's Day. Well, not Mother's Day, but because Mother's Day and his anniversary are like less than a month apart. They're like 2 weeks apart. So, I want to be kind of like, an anniversary, Mother's Day kind of thing. She's like a mother to me too, and she's like a grandmother to my children, so it's cool. I'm not worried about it. I just really, really want to get that to her. I'm thinking, because of the situation going on with the house, I'm thinking I may hold off on doing the other 7, because they're going to take me a while, because only 2 of them are rounds. The rest of them are squares, and I have 7 left to do. So, at the moment, I'm thinking that I'm just going to maybe even work on my cross stitch a little bit, because it's a little bit more, I don't have to, get the colors all out and look at the symbols and how, whatever. Because of the way that I'm working with, my boyfriend bought me a pen. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know where it went. He bought me a pen that has a little square. Haha, there it is. Because I was trying to do it with the circles. Let's see. It's actually square. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. If it's blurred, I'm sorry. But it's squared because I was trying to do it with the circles and like the circle ones or whatever, which I've seen people do them with, and they've had no issue. I've had issues, major issues. I couldn't get them on right. I couldn't set it, get it to sit the way it's supposed to sit without it looking all weird. And I've been doing this one at a time, because the ones that have the things on the back, a trusty bag of all my pins, and that's not even all of them. Some of them have fallen out. But like with these, the ones that do multiple, I have 3, 6, and the 9. And I tried with the 3, and I really couldn't get a hang of it with the squares. I can do it really well with the rounds. Maybe it's just practice. I don't know. But that was just me. Oops, I lost it. It might have just really been my, my issue, and nothing more than that. Sorry, I lost the top in my table. But I can't get it the way that I want to with the extra, so I've been doing that one by one, and it's taken me at least 2 weeks to do that one. That one has kicked my butt. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. It has kicked my butt. I don't really know. There's really no updates on my daughter because we haven't had PT in a while, because the PT lady that's been doing it, her family's been really sick for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So we haven't really had PT. We've had OT, and they're still looking into getting her equipment. But hopefully all of that comes through when we get the new house. And we're supposed to be closing by next Friday, which will be the Rice Festival weekend here in Walterboro. So we'll see, and that's going to be very interesting, because trying to move back to Walterboro during Rice Festival weekend is going to be a nightmare. So with it being the one that we're owning, we might take a little bit more time moving, because like literally we moved here within like 3 days, and I was pregnant with my son when we moved here, and it was chaotic. But I figured I would let you guys see that. Like I said, I probably will do one later on, but it will be one where I have probably no talking at all. Most of you probably enjoy that. I'm sure you probably don't like hearing me talk. I'm sorry, especially when I have to talk really low because of my kids, and hopefully that will change when we get to the new house. Like I said, we have, I have my own room that's like way off from theirs for the crafting. So, like literally I have like a living room and a utilities room like in between. I don't know if that's what it's called. The one where you have your washer and dryer, and but those are in between that room and my children's room. So they won't be able to hear me, and that house is a lot more insulated than this one is. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. But sorry, I don't mean to say a lot. I'm just trying to think of what I wanted to all get said and done, because I was trying to do this real quick before my mom got home, and let you guys see the almost finished project. That was, I'll probably end up doing another custom one. My mom wants me to do a custom for my sister, of her and her dog, because I don't know, my sister sees her dog as her child. Whatever. She is in college, so she doesn't need children at this moment. I messed up, and I was in online schooling, and I messed up and got pregnant. And not saying that was the reason that I stopped going, but it was one of the reasons. I also had a really good job at Walmart, and I was actually making more at Walmart than I would have made in my career, so why not? I'm sorry. I'm really trying to get all this out. My son's been doing well. I know I told you guys that he was in the hospital Easter weekend. That's been almost 3 weeks now, and he's been doing wonderfully. He's about to walk, and he will be 8 months old. It's really sad. The anniversary of my daughter's godmom's son, he'll be 8 months old on that day. I always remember, I remembered it being the 25th of April, but when he was born on the 25th of August, it felt weird that he was, like, the 25th just felt weird when he came on that day. And I was like, this don't feel right. It don't, it's not normal. And I think I finally realized it when we went to the beach on the 25th of a certain month, and I can't remember which it was now. It was recently, with her godmom, and she's like, well, today marks the so-and-so anniversary, and I was like, oh, snap, that makes sense. I was like, well, Emerson's 6 months old today, at least, you have Emerson. So, yeah, that, it always felt weird to me, and I never put two and two together, because when I got pregnant with my daughter, I found out on the 1st of April. Of all days to take a pregnancy test, do not do April Fools. Please. You will mess people up bad. And I did. My mom really thought I was lying. But I remember getting that text that morning from his dad. He was like, you need to call me now. And I called him. And it had only been 24 days that I had found out about my daughter. Well, I didn't know she was my daughter at the time. I just knew baby. But, I had only been 24 days that I had found out I was like 2.5 months pregnant or something along the lines there. And that's when I found out. I was like, well, that's interesting. So that happened. And I didn't believe him at first. And, it's still a little hard to believe. But we're going on 3 years, because my daughter will actually be 3 in November. And we had wanted them to be the godparents before he had died, but we weren't going to tell them until after she came. I ended up telling them a little early, because I was like, oh my god, they need something to look forward to. She just lost her only son. She needs something to look forward to. So I gave her that to look forward to, that she was going to be the godmom of Bree. So I'm not trying to make this long. I'm sorry I'm talking a lot. I don't have a lot of people to talk to. I've already explained that. A lot of people that I've ever have been friends with, they've either left when I became a mom, or they were there when I was a mom, but because I couldn't go out and party all the time, they eventually all left anyway. Knowing that I'm a mom, especially a mom of a disabled child, and for a long time I was a single mom of a disabled child. That should tell you right there that I can't go out and party, that I have to be at work or at doctor's appointments or at home with her doing what she needs done. So, yeah, I don't really have friends, and so excuse me for talking too much. I haven't gotten any questions, so honestly, I'm asking y'all, please just ask me questions. I am willing to let you guys know anything that I have going on. I mean, obviously there's boundaries to that, but I'm open to letting you guys in, especially with my crafting world and my, my life as a mom of a disabled child. But I will close this. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you. Bye.